The story of Western thought is a complex journey, where ideas evolve, intersect, and sometimes even contradict one another. Today, I'm going to explore 4 key concepts: the Enlightenment, modernity, nihilism, and humanism, and how they shape the world we live in today. In the late 17th and 18th centuries, a revolutionary movement known as the Enlightenment emerged. Thinkers like Voltaire, Rousseau, and Immanuel Kant challenged traditional authority and sought to place reason at the center of human existence. They believed in the power of science and individual thought to break free from superstition, paving the way for modern democracies, secularism, and intellectual progress. The Enlightenment's emphasis on reason, individual rights, and the pursuit of knowledge laid the intellectual foundations for the modern world. But the influence didn't stop there. From the Enlightenment, the world moved into the era of modernity, an age defined by the rapid pace of scientific and technological progress. The Enlightenment's ideals of reason, autonomy, and secularism seamlessly transitioned into the heart of modern life. Factories, scientific discoveries, and democratic governance became the symbols of the modern world. Modernity took the intellectual torch from the Enlightenment, pushing forward into a world that celebrated human achievement through technology, rationality, and autonomy. But as the world became more secular and reason-based, a new philosophical problem began to emerge. By the late 19th century, thinkers like Friedrich Nietzsche began to question the very foundations of modernity. Amid the rise of rationality and scientific discovery, the loss of traditional religious beliefs gave rise to nihilism, the idea that life has no inherent meaning or value. While the Enlightenment had instilled a belief in progress and meaning through reason, nihilism pointed out the void left by the abandonment of traditional beliefs. As people realized that life could no longer rely on old moral frameworks, the promise of reason and progress seemed to lead not to fulfillment, but to an existential crisis. The rise of nihilism was, in many ways, a reaction to the promises of modernity. It challenged the idea that reason alone could give life meaning, and in doing so, it pushed thinkers and society to grapple with the very nature of existence itself. Amidst these philosophical shifts, humanism, an intellectual movement rooted in the Renaissance, evolved into a core aspect of both the Enlightenment and modernity. Humanism stresses the dignity and worth of individuals, advocating for the pursuit of knowledge, ethics, and personal autonomy. During the Enlightenment, humanist ideas were reinvigorated, encouraging a focus on human potential through reason, ethics, and scientific exploration. The Enlightenment's emphasis on reason, individualism, and progress was deeply influenced by humanism's belief in human potential. However, as modernity progressed and nihilism rose, humanism faced new challenges. Could humanity continue to find purpose and meaning without traditional religious or moral structures? These 4 ideas, the Enlightenment, modernity, nihilism, and humanism, are deeply interconnected. The Enlightenment's ideals of reason and progress gave rise to modernity, which further explored human autonomy and achievement. But as society reached the limits of these ideas, nihilism emerged to question their ultimate value. Yet even as nihilism cast doubt on meaning and purpose, humanism adapted, emphasizing the importance of human dignity, autonomy, and the quest for ethical living, even in a seemingly indifferent universe. Together, these ideas have shaped the world we live in today, challenging us to ask deeper questions about reason, meaning, and the role of humanity in an ever-evolving world. From the Enlightenment's celebration of human potential to nihilism's critique of progress, and humanism's enduring call to recognize the dignity of individuals, the journey continues. The ideas that emerged centuries ago still resonate today, inviting us to ponder, what does it mean to be human, and how do we navigate a world of limitless progress, uncertainty, and change?